Why hello there guys, and welcome back to Life Lessons on how to not only survive but thrive living here in absolutely perfect yet slightly damp today Phuket, Thailand. Guys, I do have to apologize. I know I haven't posted a video in about 10 days, and that's simply because I have sadly enough I've experienced a very shitty personal tragedy in my life, and I just haven't been able to get in front of the camera until now. So I will touch on that in a video I'm doing this weekend, where I'm going to answer some questions about myself, my life, what I'm doing here in Thailand, what my future plans are, stuff like that. But for now guys, I do apologize. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, one thing that amazes me is how many people want to know what do certain things cost here. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small little series over the next week or so, where I'm going to show you just how cheap certain things are here and how expensive some things can be. So today guys, it's all about vices and addictions, and I'm one of those guys that has said repeatedly over and over again, if you are a slave to your addictions and you can't handle your vices, Thailand is not the greatest place in the world to be, because again, most of the time you're going to be alone, and everything here is available in abundance. Be it booze, drugs, sex, you name it, you can get it here. You're going to have as much of it as you possibly can handle, and probably even way more than you can handle. So today's video guys is all about what does booze cost, cigarettes, cannabis. I'm not going to talk about any other type of drug because it's not legal here, but I will cover cannabis in this video, and then of course we'll toss in the good old sex addiction, which brings most guys here anyways. So anyways guys, let's jump right in, and in the future, if there's anything you guys want to know the price of, please let me know and I'll do a little video about it. Again, today it's all about vices and addiction. Tomorrow I'm going to do one on transportation. Then the following day I'm going to do one on accommodations. So hopefully you guys will check those out. But most people here, for some strange reason, when they grab a beer, they also reach for cigarettes. Now I'll tell you something, I'm amazed at how many people here actually still smoke. And it seems to be a majority of the tourists, the expats, the Farangs, whatever you want to call them. A lot of them smoke, and I find that staggering because I quit about 15 years ago. Now, as an ex-smoker, I'm not one of those guys that drills quitting smoking into you, but I will say this much: if you want to know how I quit, and I quit so easy guys, I've never had a craving, I've never had a slip up, anything in 15 years. I'll tell you at the very end, and trust me, it works, okay? But cigarettes, yeah, go figure. Now in Canada, cigarettes are extremely expensive. Right now it's about $18 US a pack, if not more, for the premium brand cigarettes. Here in Thailand, a pack like this, just regular smokes, $2 US. So they're about 70 baht, and I have seen them a little bit cheaper than that. Not much cheaper than that, to be honest with you. Marlboros are running about $4 a pack here. Sometimes you'll see them for about $4.25. I do not know if you get a deal by buying a carton. I'm going to assume that you do, but at $2 a pack, smoke up Johnny, I guess. Anyone that's familiar with my channel knows that I love my beer, and guys, I'm going to tell you something. Here in Thailand, beer is a little bit more expensive than the rest of the Southeast Asian countries. Cambodia, Vietnam, beer is just crazy cheap. For a bottle like this, it's 50 cents or less. Here, your standard bottle of beer, Leo, which is my go-to, this is 40 baht at 7-Eleven, Family Mart, all of those, which works out to be right around $1.20 US. Now, you can get the big 620 milliliter bottles, which definitely gives you more brew for your buck, that's for sure. They range typically about 55 to 60 baht, so about $1.65 to $1.75 US for a 620 milliliter bottle. Again, I typically don't buy those unless I have friends coming over, simply because I find they go warm so fast. Like, I'll be honest with you, this beer here, I just opened it a couple of minutes ago, and it's warm already. And anybody that remembers the video I did on ice in your beer knows I cannot stand putting ice in my beer. Now, cans of beer here, cans are pretty much the exact same price as the bottles. They're about, you know, $1.15 to $1.20 for a can of beer, and that's for your standard Chang, Sing, Leo. Arch of beer you can get cheaper. Arch is usually 30 baht a can, which works out to be about 90 cents. So I do buy a lot of Archa for when I'm having beers around the pool. If you're going to a restaurant here, beers obviously are going to be a little bit more money, but it's not like back at home where the cost of alcohol in restaurants is just crazy to the point that you can't afford to have a drink. Most places here will sell a bottle of beer for 60 baht, which works out to be about $1.80, about $1.75, $1.80, which actually is not bad at all. If you're going out at nighttime down to Bangla and stuff like that, you can find all kinds of beer specials and stuff like that where they sell beer as low as 60 baht, 75 baht. So you're looking at like $1.75 to $2. And then at 9 o'clock, typically it goes up to 80 to 100 baht. You know, as the night gets a little bit crazy, obviously the beer prices are gonna go up, but there's still all kinds of places out there that have amazing deals on beer down on Bangla, O-Top, you name it. If you wanna go to Nanai Road, there's spots there where you can buy beer all day long, all night long for 60 baht, okay? So going out, you're not gonna blow the budget, you're not gonna break the bank, unless of course you're buying the lady drinks, okay? And we've all talked about that many times before. Lady drink is exactly what it sounds like. You're buying the girl a drink at the bar, and typically that's about 200 to 250 baht, so about $6 to $7.50 American. Again, I try to avoid buying those as much as possible, simply because for me it's a terrible waste of money. Now, cocktails. Cocktails here are unbelievably cheap. I know back in North America they're crazy expensive, but here they're extremely cheap because most of them are made with local booze. Now, if you want to drink top shelf stuff like Grey Goose, Absolute, Johnny Walker, stuff like that, you're going to be paying the same, if not more, than what you're paying in Canada. You're definitely paying way more than you are in the United States. I mean, it's insane here. For a quart bottle of Grey Goose, it's almost $40 US. Absolute for a 40 ouncer is right around $40 US. However, you can buy all kinds of local branded alcohol. Uncle Tom's vodka, Uncle Tom's white whiskey, which is essentially just a high powered potent alcohol that does the trick, trust me. Those you can buy for about $5 US for a quart bottle, and about $6 US for a 40 ouncer. And I'm going to tell you something, guys, they do the trick. They have scotch, they have whiskey, they have vodka, they have rum. Again, they have this weird white liquor. I'm not sure what it is. They call it white whiskey, but it's more like get absolutely effed up in a bottle as cheap as you possibly can. Hong Thong and Samsung, they have, it's a Thai whiskey, and it's dreadful by itself, but if you mix it with some soda water and some Schweppes ginger ale lime flavored, it's actually kind of a nice little drink. And guys, that stuff is really cheap. You can get a quart bottle of that for about $6. You can buy little pint bottles, you know, that you can carry around with you wherever you go. You can buy those as low as $3.50. So again, alcohol here is not expensive to buy as long as you're not going to the big clubs and buying it there. A lot of the clubs at nighttime do have specials on their cocktails, but again, that's always local booze. It's never top shelf stuff. And most of the time you can get rum and cokes, gin and tonics, mojitos especially are extremely popular here, and they're about $3. You can also buy a bucket of them, like an actual bucket about this big, get yourself totally messed up, and they're about $5 to $6 for one of those buckets. During the daytime down on the beach, a lot of the little tiny bars have these fantastic deals where you can get mojitos for $2 or less. And it's not a bad drink, comes in a plastic cup. Again, it does the trick, guys. So that's, you know, that's the easiest way to describe the booze prices here. If you're buying it at the store, it's not too bad. Again, you're paying 40 baht for a bottle of beer, which is $1.15, $1.20 US. You can buy, like I said, you can buy a 40 ouncer of vodka here, Uncle Tom vodka, or V vodka they call it, and it's about $5 or $6 for a 40 ouncer. Again, Grey Goose, stuff like that is as expensive as it is home. It's crazy here, and to be honest with you, after 3 or 4 glasses, who can tell the difference really? Now guys, obviously several months ago they legalized cannabis here, and now there are cannabis shops and cafes everywhere, and the prices really vary here. For what I've been seeing and what I can remember prices being back at home, I had some friends that work for Cannabis New Brunswick, and they were telling me, you know, the prices there. Here, cannabis is really expensive if you're buying it from one of these pop-up shops. I mean, my God, man, it goes from like $20 to $60 a gram. $20 to $60 a gram. And I'm going to guess that the more potent it is, the better it is, the more expensive it is. You can buy pre-rolled joints, and they are about $3 to $5 each. They look actually, oddly enough, like a cigarette. They do roll some blunts if you boys are really into your cannabis. There are some places that roll blunts, and they are usually $2 to $3 each. I'm not sure how good the quality is, to be honest with you. I'm not a smoker, so I really don't know. Have nothing against it. I think, hey, smoke your brains out if you want to. I know this much: my father would probably still be alive today if he could have mellowed out by hitting the bong or smoking a joint once in a while. They have edibles and stuff like that, but again, the cannabis here, guys, I'm going to tell you something. It's very expensive compared to what you're used to paying back in North America or any other place in the world for that matter. It is crazy expensive here. There are some places that you can go, like the reggae shops and the reggae bars, where you can still buy, you know, essentially shake and crap like that pretty cheap, but you got to smoke a lot of that to well, I guess you got to smoke a lot of it to enjoy yourself. So yeah, there we go. Cannabis, it's everywhere here, guys. And in Bangkok, they have mobile cannabis shops where they've got these really cool vans. They've got old school Volkswagen buses and stuff, and it's a really cool scene. If you're into it. Here in Patong, they have all kinds of cannabis shops, cannabis cafes, dispensaries, you name it, you can get it here. And again, the prices are it's expensive here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it really is. To get a good gram of anything, you're looking at, yeah, about $20 a gram, up to, you know, 60, 80 bucks a gram. So it's nuts. And then that brings us to what most guys come here for, to be honest, the girls and the happy ending, the transactional relationship, whatever you want to call it. Guys, sex is what it is. If you're going for a happy ending here in Patong, the minimum that you're going to pay is going to be $30 US for, let's say, a handshake, shall we say. You're looking at about $40 to talk to the girl, and if you want to go around the world, let's call it, you're looking at about $40 to $50. That's from the massage shops. That's also if you're going out and finding a girl that is a freelancer, just, you know, from Bangla Road, walking around. The prices are going to be pretty much the same, except for you're going to have to pay for a hotel room. If you're getting a bar girl, you're going to pay a bar fine. The bar fine typically is 500 baht, unless it's a really pretty girl at a go-go bar. Then it's anywhere from 500 baht to 1,000 baht. So that's, you know, $15 to $30 just for the bar fine for the girl. You're going to have some drinks on top of that, and then you're going to work out something with her. Typically, again, if they are looking at short time with you, it's going to be between 1,000 and 1,500 baht, which is $30 to $45. And if you're looking for overnight, you're looking at probably 50 to 75 US dollars. So there we go, guys. That's all of your addictions and vices rolled into one quick video. Hopefully you got something out of this, guys. If you did, please hit subscribe and check out my upcoming ones on transportation, accommodations, clothing, grooming, stuff like that I'm going to be doing. And also, like I said, I am going to do a video this weekend explaining my situation here in Thailand, explaining what's coming up next, and talking about what did happen and why I have not been posting anything lately, guys. I'd like to say I'm having a great time, that I'm living my best life, but right now it's really difficult to do that. But I'm trying my best, and I want to thank all of the people that have reached out to me asking me if I am okay. Some people have found out what went on, and I've got some just beautiful messages from you guys, so I really do appreciate that. And I am honestly trying to live my best life. And starting today, I'm making the choice to live my best life. Eventually, I'm going to be happy again, so today may as well be the day that I decide to allow myself to be happy and start living my best life. Because as you know, we only have one, and that's extremely apparent to me this week. And if you're living anything less than the best, why bother, guys? Until next time. From one addiction to the next one, cheers. So guys, listen, I'm the last person in the world that should ever be preaching about vices and addictions. However, I will say this much. If you're ready to quit smoking, Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking, his book is what helped me quit. And guys, I'll tell you something. If you read it and you read the book properly, you will quit smoking. I promise you that. It was the greatest single thing I've ever done for myself, and to be perfectly honest with you, it was the easiest thing to do, quitting smoking, believe it or not. Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking. If you're ready, buy the book. Best investment you'll ever make.